Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Sara. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
And today's show is powered by DeBlois Electric, building lasting relationships since 1967. From homes to businesses, their licensed, fully trained technicians handle it all. Repairs, upgrades, standby generators, EV chargers, heat pumps, and more. No job is too big and no job is too small. Learn more from DeBloisElectric.com. I felt like I really needed to nail that today.
Are you under a little bit of pressure?
I feel like I think I got it.
I think you did.
Okay, good.
You're getting the nod of approval.
I'm getting the nod of approval from Steve Morin, the Vice President of Operations of DeBlois Electric. Phew! And also, today's show is brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 4 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com, and remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
As you may have guessed, we are joined in studio by the Vice President of Operations for DeBlois Electric, Steve Morin. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Great. How are you?
Excellent. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
We are going to talk to Steve all about DeBlois Electric and especially ESOP, which stands for Employee Stock Ownership Plan, and October is Employee Ownership Month, which is a month-long celebration of the undeniable benefits employee ownership provides to employees, companies, local communities, and the nation. So we'll talk about that and a whole lot more coming up here in just a bit. But before we do, let's take a look at some headlines for Wednesday, October 8th.
A woman was hospitalized after suffering non-life-threatening injuries during a fire at Caden's Kitchen at 551 Lincoln Street in Lewiston. Caden's Kitchen opened a warming shelter and the Alter 207 secondhand store at the former Schmeggy's Bar and Grill location. An investigation into the cause of the fire is forthcoming.
The Sun-Journal reports that a major addition to the Margaret Murphy Centers for Children is underway behind Martin's on Main Street in Lewiston. The organization provides educational and therapeutic clinical services to children with developmental delays, developmental disabilities, and emotional and behavioral disorders. The addition will close 2 smaller sites in Lewiston, Auburn, allowing MMCC to consolidate and expand services.
The town of Gray is looking to overhaul its image with new branding. The town seal will remain as its historical foundation, but city officials feel a new branding package will help to modernize the area. The town is working with a design company and will spend about $12,000 on the project. Final approval on branding and logos are expected this winter.
And the city of Lewiston is looking for the perfect Christmas tree to serve as the centerpiece for the Holiday at the Plaza Festival on December 6th at Dufresne Plaza. The ideal tree would be a Norway spruce, at least 30 feet tall and located away from power lines. More information is available on the city's Facebook page.
Is it crazy to be thinking about getting the city Christmas tree already? It was 80 degrees yesterday.
I know.
It's so funny.
I'm not ready for winter.
I'm not ready either, although I did see someone on Lisbon Street this morning in a parka and a wool hat.
Oh, boy.
And I was like, buddy.
That person is ready for winter.
It's 66 right now. But speaking of the weather.
Let's take a look at the weather.
Rain or shine, it's all okay. Grab your uke and start the day. You don't need perfect skies above. Hey, just a song and a little love. Well, no perfect skies this morning.
Nope.
Rain's going to give way to cloudy skies this afternoon, and we'll have a high of about 66 and a low of 46. But our sunshine will be back tomorrow with a high of 54 and a low of 39. A little bit of a temperature drop. And then sunny again on Friday with highs approaching 60.
In sports, it's a big night for the Bruins. They open their season tonight on the road against the Washington Capitals at 7:30.
Did you watch the Florida game last night?
No, I was watching playoff baseball.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of more important.
Yeah.
CMCC softball dropped a pair of games to Southern Maine Community College 11-9 and 13-0, and CM baseball swept the Seawolves 7-3 and 12-1. The Mustangs women's volleyball team beat Great Bay Community College 3-0. How about that?
Busy night for CM Athletics.
Yeah, I guess they were out there doing that thing.
That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it's time for the podcast segment that is
Sweeping!
the Twin Cities. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for October the 8th, shall we?
Absolutely.
All right. We're going to start off with Peter Gene Hernandez, who is also known as Bruno Mars.
Oh.
Yeah. 40 years old today.
Wow.
Performed at the Super Bowl, I believe.
Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show, actually.
Rave reviews.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
He's that Uptown Funk guy.
Uptown Funk. You got it. And he was one of the first artists to surpass 150 million monthly listeners on Spotify.
Wow.
Let's see here. Oh, Matt Damon.
Ooh.
55 years old today.
Love that guy.
Yeah, so does my wife.
Oh.
She lets me know every time he's on the TV.
Well, he is a good-looking man. For sure. And so, well-rounded as an actor. Like, he can do just about anything.
Yep. She loves the Bourne series.
Yeah.
Of course, he was in The Departed.
Yes.
He was in Saving Private Ryan.
That was a great role for him.
Yeah.
Ocean's trilogy.
Yep.
He was Linus in that. He was really good in that.
Yeah.
My favorite movie of his is Dogma with Ben Affleck.
Yes, and
Yeah.
George Carlin.
And George Carlin.
Kevin Smith.
Alanis Morissette. Kevin Smith. Yeah.
You Matt Damon fan, Steve?
Sure.
Well, is he from New England?
Yeah, he's from Cambridge.
He's from Cambridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boston kid.
So Ben Affleck just released a series on ESPN called Believers, which is about the Boston Red Sox. And Matt is a central figure in that. Yeah, Sherry and I watched the first episode last night, and they are dropping F-bombs left and right.
Oh, sure.
in that.
Yeah, bub.
Yeah, that
I
goes
would
along
watch that.
goes along with the pain that many Red Sox fans felt up
yeah.
until 2004. Comedian Daryl Hammond is 70 years old today. One of the best Bill Clinton impressions you'll ever see.
Absolutely one of the best.
Yeah.
So good.
And he replaced Saturday Night Live announcer Don Pardo.
I did not know that. That was like 10 years ago. Don Pardo passed away.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of SNL anymore, but I didn't know that about Daryl.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Neat.
How about Robert Earl Bell?
Who dat?
Also known as Cool. Of Cool in the Gang.
Oh.
He's the singer, 75 years old today. You know their big hit, Celebration. Celebrate good
sing
times.
Sing it.
I don't want to sing it. I don't want to. Steve's going to run out of this room if I start singing.
Times, come on.
There it is, right there. That's the big one from Cool in the Gang.
So one of my favorite episodes of Chips, do you guys remember Chips?
Oh, yeah.
Was when Kool and the Gang was on and Paunch got to get up on stage and sing with Kool and the Gang to celebrate.
Nice.
It's like my favorite episode of Chips. That's so crazy. 7 Mary 3 to 7 Mary 4.
7 Mary 3, 7 Mary 4.
I love him.
Susan Alexandra Weaver
Who's that?
is 76 years old today. She's also known as Sigourney.
Oh, I love her.
How do you get Sigourney out of all that?
I think she probably chose it.
Do you know any other Sigourneys?
No.
It's an interesting first name. Steve, do you know any Sigourneys?
I do not.
I don't either.
Yeah.
That's
she
weird.
maybe she just liked it.
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
Sue something. I don't know. I don't know.
She's done a bunch of movies.
She's done so many. She was in that scary movie.
Alien?
Alien.
Yeah.
The lady and her cat. Nobody listens to the lady and her cat. She's the only one who survives. That's the plot, right? You got to listen to us crazy cat ladies. We know what's up. She was also in Ghostbusters.
She was.
Yeah,
she was
she's
great in
in
Ghostbusters.
those. Yeah. And she does the voice of the aquarium person. And is it the San Francisco aquarium?
I'm not sure. She had a voice role in WALL-E and Finding Dory.
In Finding Dory, she does her voice from the aquarium.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it,
Yeah,
right?
maybe.
How about Cornelius Crane Chase,
Who are these people?
also known as Chevy Chase?
Oh,
82 years old today. Who are these people?
who are these people? Like Chevy Chase, Sigourney Weaver, and Bruno Mars, all not their real names.
Yep.
Today is a fake day.
It is.
Today's fake famous people.
Imposters.
birthdays.
Of course, Chevy Chase plays one of Sarah's favorite all-time movie characters, Clark Griswold.
Clark W.
Clark
Right?
W. Griswold from the National Lampoon Vacation films.
God, I can't stand that guy.
Steve, you a fan of those movies?
Love them.
I do too.
Love them.
Oh,
What's your
man.
favorite out of the
Christmas.
whole? Christmas. It's got to be.
Got to be Christmas.
Yep.
That's the one where he is the worst. He is the worst.
That's why it's the best movie.
He's a terrible person.
Oh, he is a terrible person. I'll give you that.
He was also in Caddyshack.
That was funny.
Played Ty Webb
Yeah.
in Caddyshack. And Fletch, and Fletch Lives.
Mm-hmm.
Spies Like Us, Three Amigos. He had his own talk show that lasted for about a half hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase show.
The Chevy Chase Show.
He was also a Saturday Night Live alumni.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Did a great impression of, is it Gerald Ford? Where he just falls down all the
Yes,
time,
yeah.
super clumsy. Like Gerald Ford slipped one time and then Saturday Night Live went with it. Made fun of him for
Chevy Chase made a career out
he
of
made
it.
a career out of it, yeah.
Great physical comedian
Very
as well.
good. Yeah,
as-
that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
as documented by him falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
And rounding out FPBs for October the 8th is Crocodile Dundee himself, Paul
Yeah.
Hogan.
His actual real name?
Yes, as far as I know. I didn't fact check it,
You didn't fact check that one?
but I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
Paul is 86 years old today.
Wow. I wonder if people still do the thing.
The knife thing?
Yeah.
You do.
I do it. But if I met him, I'd be like, that's not a knife.
I think he's heard that once or
I'm
twice
sure he had.
while walking down the street.
This is a knife.
So Crocodile Dundee came out in 86.
Oh my gosh, I was just 10 years old.
So Paul Hogan was
Yeah, he was not young.
45?
1939,
Yeah, if math.
1880, 86 minus 39.
Wow. So it's never too late. That's
Yeah.
the moral of this
He-
story.
That was, yeah, he was still like a super cool action hero in his mid 40s.
Yeah.
So, you know what, Mark? We can still do this.
We can. Well, you could. It's over for me. I'm several years past my prime for pretty much anything except sitting down and reading AARP
Come on
magazine.
now.
It happens. Happens to the best of us. Father Time is undefeated. Those are your FPBs. Now it's time for some OTDs. It happened on this day. It happened on this day. It happened on this day.
That was amazing.
And now, Steve, you understand why some guests take off their headphones midway through the jingle. We're not proud of that one, but we needed something.
Yeah. I started charging for my jingle writing and, downhill from there.
Yeah, we're running on a low budget over here. We can't afford Sarah's talents. All of them.
21 years ago in 2004, George W. Bush coined the phrase the internet.
Which we still use
Which
today.
we still use. It was in response to a question about the draft during his second presidential debate with John Kerry. And I guess it's stuck because you and I still say the internet.
I do. Interwebs, internets, whatever it takes.
The interwebs. The World Wide Web.
Yeah, something. Yeah. Me and my AOL CDs.
Also 21 years ago in 2004, Martha Stewart officially began serving her 5-month sentence at Camp Cupcake in West Virginia.
Oh, man, that sounds rough.
That's, you know what? I don't care. It's Camp Cupcake. Martha Stewart's a badass.
Yes, she is.
She's all right.
She hangs out with Snoop Dogg.
I know. She's cool. Oh, we were just talking about this yesterday. 32 years ago in 1993, Ted Danson told a few racial jokes in blackface at the Friars Club roast of his then-girlfriend, Whoopi Goldberg. Montel Williams, Larry King, and Geraldo Rivera all walked out. And Whoopi was fine with it, though, and even helped Ted write the material. You were right. They were dating at the time.
They were dating. I remembered something about that.
Interesting. Yeah, because he and his wife, Mary Steenburgen, just celebrated their 30th wedding
Right.
anniversary yesterday. Wow. 38 years ago in 1987, Chuck Berry got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Incredible performer.
Amazing. In 69 years ago, in 1956, Don Larson threw his first and only perfect game in the World Series as the Yankees beat the Dodgers 2-0. Boo.
That will. I don't. Are you a baseball guy, Steve?
Somewhat, yeah.
I don't know if that'll ever be replicated. Perfect game in a
Perfect
World
game.
Series.
Yeah.
Oof.
But it was the Yankees. so-
Instant legend. Oh, I know. And they won last night too. Which
Yeah, did they?
I'm not that happy about.
Oh, well, the Panthers won also, so.
Oh, you're a Panthers fan now? Is that what's happening?
Well, I'm a Brad Marchand
You're a
fan,
Brad Marchand fan.
so.
Those are your FPBs and OTDs for October the 8th.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Hi, it's Donna Harris from Phoenix No Limits Karate here with your daily safety tip. Vary your daily routines to avoid patterns. Let's all do our best to keep our community safe.
Now we shift focus fully to our guest in studio, Vice President of Operations for DeBlois Electric, Steve Morin. And Steve, before we get into ESOPs, employee stock ownership plans, and what they're all about, could you give us a little bit of background on yourself and how you came to this position at DeBlois?
Sure. I was an electrician back in the early 90s, and I worked for a different company, and that company closed, and I came over to DeBlois Electric in 2003, and then I started as a field technician, worked my way up through as a foreman, became a superintendent, project manager, and now I'm vice president of operations.
You've done it all.
Tried to do it all.
Yeah.
Been there and done that.
Yeah. Been there, done that.
It's been a fun ride.
So I just want to clear this up because last month when Nick Tift was in, he said the pronunciation of DeBlois or DeBlois, both are correct.
That's true.
Okay, it's true. Okay.
What do you guys say over at the electric company
I think it's kind of mixed. I say DeBlois.
Yeah.
with the S?
Yeah, with
Okay.
the S.
I've been rotating.
I know, back and forth, right?
Just so all my bases are covered.
Yeah.
Right here. It is Employee Ownership Month, as we mentioned at the top of the show. What exactly does that mean to you, and can you explain what an ESOP is?
I can try.
Okay, great.
No, it's pretty complicated, but it's a nice system. So, like you mentioned, the opening, we came into business in 1967. The original founder was Willie DeBlois. He ran the company for a long time. Around 1988, his kids started getting into it. So Mitch DeBlois and Ray came a little bit later than that. Kind of transitioned into the company and took it to another level. So we do a lot more commercial. We've grown a lot since then. So that was in 1988. So now we've got all this time, and they started thinking about how to transition out of the company for retirement or whatever. So they've been working on that for a long time. And an ESOP was a good option for them. And basically what an ESOP does is it allows the owners to transition out of the company, be compensated for the company, while maintaining the day-to-day operations and the crew and the culture that we have. And that was really important to them. We have a good culture, we have a good team, and they want to see that continue. So that's why they chose ESOP as their method of transition. And it's exciting. I mean, it's a great win for everybody, really.
Yeah. What does it mean to you personally?
I'm pretty passionate about, the team and the group that we have and the culture that we have. So I'm pretty passionate about continuing that, and I'm being given the opportunity to do that. It's exciting for me. I know that. I like what the future holds based on what an ESOP provides for everybody in the team, because really, ultimately, everybody's an owner now. Mm-hmm. So it's a great opportunity for everybody.
Do you find that your company culture sort of revolves around that ownership, that feeling of buying in, or how do you feel your other employees feel about it?
Well, that's the interesting thing. So going through this process, we've had a lot of things, a lot of consulting and a lot of talking with other ESOPs and all that stuff, and we keep getting told that we were an ESOP before we were an ESOP, which is kind of cool. Made it a lot easier, but our culture has always been strong. I mean, it's something we work at all the time. Mitch has been passionate about it. I'm passionate about it. So having that kind of culture as we became an ESOP, the funny thing is at the beginning, nobody really paid attention to it. But now so what happens is as the ownership, we've been an ESOP since 2020, but as time progresses, you're more vested and there's more funds in your personal ESOP. Mm-hmm. So people are starting to pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe didn't affect them as much in the very beginning.
Nothing changed from an operations standpoint, really. We operate the same people, everything's good. But now they're starting to see what the long-term benefit can be, and it was definitely some momentum building on that.
Yeah. Did you have a high turnover rate at all before the ESOP, or no? Yeah, so it's really just people are loving it.
I've been here for 23 years, and our average longevity has averaged around 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
that is impressive.
It's been fun. Yeah.
That's got to be a record. That's an amazing number.
Well, it definitely speaks to your company culture. Like if people really feel vested, even when it doesn't financially impact them, as it didn't before an ESOP, then obviously when they have, stock ownership, that's even more so part of their culture. That's really cool.
100%.
Steve, how would you describe the company culture at DeBlois?
Pretty great. It's hard to put into words. It's just a thing. We just focus on the team. We focus on our field guys. We focus on everybody, having a good day. That's really what we try to focus on is we get the work done. Got to have a little bit of fun doing it. That's important to us. We want people to go home not stressed out, not, burdened, come in the next morning refreshed, have another good day. And that just seems to build momentum. And, it also helps with customer service and working with other trades and all that stuff. So it's something we've been working at, and I think it's really better than most.
Yeah. I have never worked for an ESOP, and Sarah, I believe you do.
Our company is in the process of becoming an ESOP.
Okay.
Yeah, we have been working on it for a while.
It's not easy.
Exciting.
It's not an easy process. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that has to happen in valuation and all of that to determine what each stock option is actually worth. And so, it does take a little bit of time. It's totally worth it though, especially if you, I don't know what the situation was for your ownership, but there's a lot of pressure in succession planning,
Yes.
Especially on the children of people who are owners of the business. And if that's not the business they want to be in, this is a great alternative to forcing them to take over, I like the idea of an ESOP very much. And I've seen a lot of successful big businesses do it. Bull Moose Music is an ESOP. So, there's a great place in big companies and small companies to take over that way, I think.
Steve, what do you hear from new team members when they learn that DeBlois is employee-owned?
Well, it's definitely interesting to them, but to be honest, it's also hard to understand. It really is, right? So, we interview somebody, we talk about it, and they're like, "Oh, wow, that's cool," and it takes a while to realize what that really means, and it's not an easy thing to explain. But the best thing is when they start talking to other people in our team, and then they start going, "Wow, this is really cool," and that's what tends to happen. But it can be really confusing, but it's, in the end, everybody's pretty happy about it.
Yeah,
You own a company.
Right.
Exactly.
Everyone walking around is
they
part
own a
owner,
company.
which is, I think that's great. What does that mean for your customers?
Well, hopefully it means that they're getting better service and that they're getting, better attention because ultimately, like I said, we've always had a good culture, but as time grows and people get on board, and realize what it means, everything we do, so that's the benefit in ESOP. Everything that we gain as a company has to go back in ESOP, right? There's no longer an owner or anybody, not that we ever dealt with that, but an owner that, is spending money that you're making and you don't benefit. Everything has to go back in ESOP. So people are paying more attention. It's just the way it is. And that could mean taking better care of our tools. It could mean, taking better care of our vans or whatever that means. Ultimately, they have a better understanding and hopefully they're happier. So that resonates to the customers and they're seeing a great team, which everybody wants a great team on their job sites,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There's that pride of ownership.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
Sort of like going from owning your house or renting your house to owning your house.
Always the example.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that is a big switch.
Yeah. Yeah. Big difference.
Yeah. I'm curious what happens when an employee retires or leaves the company.
So basically, it's a very long, complicated process, but each year you earn additional stock options, and hopefully each year your company's growing and those stocks are worth more every year. So as you accumulate that over your career, when you leave, you get that paid out. So it's ultimately another retirement plan. That's how we try to explain it a lot.
They're basically buying back their shares and being paid fairly for it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really a retirement plan you don't have to put in except for time served.
Yeah.
Really,
That's
what it
great.
amounts to.
Yeah. That's great. Do you want to be an ESOP?
I'm intrigued. I'm going to talk to Pam when she gets back.
How'd B and I go? Kate, can we own this place?
I like part ownership in your company.
Yeah.
It's like an episode of Shark Tank. Steve, you mentioned that employees at DeBlois stay an average of 18 years.
That's a long time.
I think was the figure you gave. What does it take for employees to thrive at a company like DeBlois?
Just to be clear, when I say 18 years, that's an average. We look at the average every year of how many, what everybody's length of service is, and then we average that out. So we have some people that are 36, 37 years, and we've hired some people. So every year that averages around an 18-year average,
Gotcha.
which is pretty cool because we have a lot of high-end stuff, people that have been there a while, and we have, some new people, which you need new people, right? Basically, it's just being part of the team. That's ultimately, we always say, we hire new people because, they're on job sites and they're new to the trade or whatever. And the first thing we tell them is you've got to be part of the team or nobody's going to teach you, nobody's going to help you because it's so important to our culture that we're on a team. And that's ultimately what it is. If you're paying attention and you're helping each other and helping the company as a whole, you've got a bright, bright future. We almost always promote from within. So there's always opportunity. It's not just me. I mean, everybody's come up through that's in a leadership position has been there a long time. We have our own Maine registered apprenticeship program. So we're always teaching new electricians all the time, trying to get them to their license. And even if they don't take our program, we support them getting licenses at other places or getting schooling other places.
Oh.
It only helps us. We work hard at it because the reality is you can't hire a license that they don't leave, so you have to grow your own. That's what we try to do.
We're going to make it.
And we do.
You're creating a product.
That's right.
Do you believe that more companies should consider becoming employee-owned?
I do. But I guess it's specific to their situation, too. I don't think it works for everybody. We were fortunate, our ownership is very open-minded. They've always been a great ownership. It's always been fair. It's always been company team first, family first. Family first is a big thing in our company. We've always supported things like, if our guys their kids have a baseball game, you go to the baseball game. We'll figure it out. That's just an important piece of what we do. So it works for us. And, if you're not in that situation, it might not work so well. But I think if you can make it work, it's a great option.
I think that's more about your company culture too, like allowing your associates to be able to have that little bit of freedom of making a good work-life balance.
Balance is everything.
Yeah, that's a good part of the culture.
Yeah, 100%.
Have you always had that philosophy about work-life balance? Or
Me?
Does it?
Me personally, absolutely not.
Let's hear about it.
That's not how he got to be the vice
No,
president.
I've learned so much over the last 10 years about that. It's not even funny. Yeah, I was a workaholic and, whatever it was, but I've come to learn pretty well what balance means and how important that is to happy life, Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. And honestly, our company culture is what's taught me that. So
You learned that at DeBlois.
yeah, it's pretty great.
That's good. When your company is the reason that you change your work ethic, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah, that really speaks to how seriously they take it. the
absolutely.
culture. Yeah, that's
100%.
awesome.
When you see the DeBlois crew working day to day and you think about your own career, what are you most proud of?
Wow. So I would say when I was a young electrician, there were two electricians that mentored me pretty hard. They were very smart electricians and taught me really well. And I've always appreciated that. And to be in a position to pass that on to several other people, because that's what we do. As a group, we train, we teach, very passionate about everybody growing. So that's what I'm most proud of, is just passing that on. I mean, trades are an important thing. And whatever we can do to help kids get into trade and continue this, it's a big deal. So that's what I'm most proud of.
Trades built this country,
Right?
Yeah.
and we need to keep that alive.
We absolutely do.
Yeah, we need to absolutely let the younger generation know.
100%.
Yeah,
We work hard at that too.
it's great.
We need them. We need those.
We do a lot of workforce development with different organizations and schools and stuff like that, trying to get kids into trades.
That's awesome.
It's important.
Yeah, I think we have a friend of the show who is an apprentice. I think at DeBlois. Isn't Shanna's son?
Oh yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah.
Destin.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that's great.
He's a good kid.
Nice. Of course he is.
Yes.
Of course he is. He's
Great.
Shanna's.
He's growing nicely too.
Why wouldn't it be?
Why wouldn't he be?
Yeah.
So my son went to the LRTC program in Lewiston. He studied automotive, but I know that electric is an option there.
Yep.
Do you go into those programs? Do you talk with the
Absolutely.
youth about that? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not recruit necessarily, but just to kind of be like, hey, these are your options, from here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not often about recruiting. I mean, not to say we don't hire people from there, because we absolutely do, but our focus is more about getting kids into trades.
Yeah.
And learning that you can make a really nice living, and you can have a decent job. You don't have to dig ditches to be in the trades. You can work as a skilled trade, make a good living, and always have available work. AI is never going to wire a building.
No. And you don't have to go into thousands of dollars worth of debt to be able to do that.
Absolutely. That's another important thing. Through our program, it costs probably the average student about $130 to get their license.
Wow.
Over a 4-year period, we pay for the rest of it. And we also supplement other programs that kids want to go into. So, if you get hooked up with the right people, it doesn't really cost you anything,
Right.
which is great.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And you'll never be out of work.
No, we
be
will
out of work.
always need electricians,
That's the plan.
plumbers, electricians, HVAC people. We'll always need them.
Yeah. Whenever we have someone who's involved with the trades on our show, we like to ask the question, what is the craziest situation you have ever come across on a service call?
Wow.
I'm sure you have a
It
few.
could be anything from crazy dogs to really bad DUI.
Well, it's tough because the last company I worked for, I was in the service department. And so, we did a lot of things. I don't really know the answer to that. I mean, I guess, I don't know if it's the craziest, but probably the worst is some very, 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 very filthy homes.
Yeah.
Like, pathetically filthy homes. That's probably the worst thing I've experienced in the
Dirty.
trade.
You're like you walk in and you're like, I'm concerned for my safety, and I'm the only one here.
100%.
That
Right.
yucky.
Yeah.
That's and we instruct our guys, turn around. We're not doing that.
You don't have to do that.
Right.
Yeah. I gave this example when you had the last person who came in from DeBlois. In my home, I had a licensed electrician come in doing a renovation with us. We did some do-it-yourself stuff too, but we hired an actual electrician. And for some reason, when my son opens his closet door, which has an automatic light in it, it turns the light on in my bedroom.
Yeah, I heard this when Nick was on.
And we have yet to figure out why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I should make a call.
Yeah.
I should get you guys in to take a look at that, figure out what the heck that's all about.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's for
Because
sure.
there's nothing like having your kid open his closet in the middle of the night and having your bedroom light come on right above you.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
You might want to hire a professional.
we did. It's just it was a weird one. I don't know. I don't know.
And I'm sure you've seen some DIY projects that make you scratch your head.
Yeah. Yeah. That's for sure.
This right here, that's not good.
That's not a thing. No, that's not a thing. That should not be happening.
That's right. Steve, anything else about DeBlois or ESOPs that you would like our listeners to know?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, ESOPs are they're just a good thing in my opinion. It's a good opportunity for people. What an opportunity to have another retirement plan that you don't have to put money into, and it's not affected by stock markets and all that kind of stuff, right? So I won't just say DeBlois Electric, but anybody who is thinking about going in the trades, if you can find a good company to work for, we need you.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. And just based on what I've heard, I can't think of a downside to an ESOP. Can either of you?
No.
No, I haven't. I mean, I'm a little biased at this point, but no, I haven't encountered anything that was particularly negative.
Okay, let's just checking. I didn't
Yeah.
know if the there were pros and cons, but it sounds like it's all good.
It's all
as far as
pretty good.
ESOPs go.
Yeah.
All right.
Next year marks 30 years of Uncle Andy's Digest. What started as a beloved print publication has grown into Lydia Media, a full-service marketing partner helping local businesses thrive. From LA Metro Magazine and the Lydia's Lunch Bunch podcast to social media management, website design, and advertising across all platforms, we've got your marketing needs covered. If you're a business making a difference in our community, let's connect. Lydia Media is here to tell your story and help you grow. Lydia Media, in business, for business. Learn more at lydiamediallc.com.
We like to close out the show with a segment called 3 Random Questions,
Can't wait.
where we ask you questions that have nothing to do with ESOPs or DeBlois Electric.
I'll try to make it not crazy.
Right. We're just. Oh, didn't you had a good one for Nick?
I did?
I think it was about vegetables.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. We are just trying to get to know you a little better as a member of our community. Sound good?
Sure.
All right. Steve, what is your favorite way to unwind after a busy day?
Well, what I usually say is turn on the TV and find the stupidest show I can.
That's not difficult nowadays.
So I don't have to really pay attention to it, but it's on. My brain stops working. That's probably the biggest way I unwind.
I have a suggestion for you.
Yeah.
Below Deck. The dumbest show you'll ever watch.
Been there, done that. I usually watch that on a plane. For some reason, that's where I always see that show.
So stupid.
Do any shows other than Below Deck come to mind?
Well, yeah, I've been kind of addicted to Everybody Loves Raymond lately.
Oh, that's good.
And I've seen them all like 30 times, so it's just like...
That's it's like an autopilot type show, like Seinfeld or Friends or The Office.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, where you just know everything's going to be okay in the end.
It's a good unwind show, yeah, for sure.
Totally agree. Yeah. Yep. I'll give you an easy question. If you could have any superpower or special ability without having to do any work for it, what would it be?
Read people's minds.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that'd be good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think that might be terrifying.
It might be a little scary.
I don't know if you want that ability.
Yeah. Maybe if you could turn it on and off.
Yeah, that'd probably be better.
Yeah.
For
Then
sure.
you didn't have to hear it all the time, but only when you wanted to.
That's true.
I agree.
Even better.
Yeah. That's a better. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to change your answer.
You're right.
I do agree with you, though. That would be kind of cool.
Good point.
Because there's a lot of times when I just look at someone and I'm scratching my head like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you thinking? Like, particularly in the airport last week. Like, what are you thinking?
And do you really want to know?
I don't know. Sometimes.
That could occupy the rest of your day.
I know.
Right?
It's true.
Yeah.
Once you find out what people are thinking, you're like, oh, shoot.
That's exactly what I thought you were thinking.
Probably.
Steve, are you a sports fan?
Yeah.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite sport?
Football.
Football. Patriots fan?
Absolutely.
All right. Steve, if you could go to any Patriots game in history and have the best seats in the house, what would it be?
Oh, it's 28-3 game.
Right?
Everybody
It's
loves
gotta
that
be.
one.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing. I think I've watched that game 50 times now.
Nice.
It always ends well, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It always ends well.
Absolutely.
What do you think of what you saw on Sunday night?
Well, I on Monday ordered a Drake May jersey, so
All right.
Nice.
So you're pretty happy
excited.
about that.
Yeah.
No doubt.
It's looking all right,
Yeah,
right?
That came from out of nowhere.
yeah, it's coming together, I think.
Yep.
Pretty excited about it.
Yep. You like Vrabel?
I do, very much. I think they should have done that last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't. And they won 4 games, right?
That's right.
Right. So maybe.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah.
Steve, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for
has,
joining
thank
us
you.
today.
Thanks for having me. It's a lot of fun.
We appreciate your time. Thanks to Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and DeBlois Electric for sponsoring today's episode. And if you would like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, you can reach out to Pam Ashby via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com. And Sarah, we are taking the show on the road tomorrow.
On the road again.
We're going to be at the Lewiston Auburn Metropolitan Chamber of Commerce breakfast.
The commute tomorrow is going to kill me.
We should rent a bus or something.
Yeah.
We have to walk across the street
So
to the
far.
Hilton.
Oh, across the street. Gosh. Maybe we could get somebody to like bring us in a wagon.
See if I got some connections.
Okay.
But that's where we'll be. If you want to come say hi, check it out.
Come on over.
Thanks for listening and have a great day.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat. And I will say I have bitten my